Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the fragrances that I'm planning on reaching for in the month of July. We are in the second part of the year and I haven't had a perfume tray in a while because my nose has been very sensitive to smells, but I feel like I can tolerate just a little bit more now. So I'm really excited to build this tray. So if you guys are interested in seeing some of the fragrances that I'll be reaching for in the month of July, then keep on watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is OshuSeasonalScents. On this channel, I talk about all things smell goods, a little beauty, a little lifestyle. So if you guys are interested in that, hit the subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, hey, it is so good to see you. All right, you guys. So can you believe that we are already in the second half of the year? That is so crazy. The holidays are right around the corner and I can't wait. You guys, I have 4 more months of my pregnancy. And I'm just so excited to just meet my new little bundle of joy and just, all those, precious little moments that come with it. And you guys, the last 2 weeks for me have been crazy. I've been in the hospital, on bed rest, all kind of things, but all is well. But of course, just, continue to pray for me and baby because all I'll say is my babies like to try to come early and we had to put a stop to that. But let's dive into these fragrances. So the first one that I'll be adding to this month's tray is a fragrance that was all the rave last year, y'all. And I really didn't understand all the hype around it until this year when it was one of the few fragrances that I could tolerate when I first got pregnant. And this is one from Ellis, Brooklyn, and this is Miami Nectar. And y'all, the color is just, it screams summer. I love how vivacious it is. This just puts me in mind of vacation. The top notes are mainly what I pull on my skin when I put this on. I get the coconut, I get that pineapple, and I get the palm. All the other notes honestly just take a back seat to everything else that's in here. Not really going to get to go on too many vacations this summer because for the most part, I've been put on bed rest, but I have already gone on a few family trips. But on days that I'm just craving a vacation, just that whole coconut vacation vibe, I'll be reaching for something like this. And I love that it is a clean beauty fragrance. So once again, this is Miami Nectar from Ellis, Brooklyn. The next fragrance that I'll be adding to the tray is one that I don't think I've ever shared with you guys. This is one of the newer releases from Skylar, and this is Nude Skin. And think vanilla cashmere. Just add some pineapple and some coconut and I think a little papaya, and that is what you have. So it's more of a tropical take on vanilla cashmere, which I love vanilla cashmere. This one is, a softer fragrance. It sits closer to your skin. So it's going to be perfect for wearing just in the house, or if I, get out the shower, I want to have a little fragrance on that's not, gonna be too much or, make me want to just scrub it off because I can't tolerate much right now. This is going to be perfect. I think the name Nude Skin is very suitable. And if you love coconut and you love vanilla cashmere and you've never given this one a shot, I would definitely give it a shot because it is so nice. So really looking forward to getting to know this one this month. Once again, this is Nude Skin from Skylar. This next one is one I was waiting to pull out in the summertime. And this is, I believe, by Lattafa. And this is Abiyedh Coral. You guys, this is like a grown and sexy take on a watermelon fragrance. But you also have orange in here. I think there's a little bit of peach, but the base notes, it's pretty much what keeps this from being like a watermelon candy or overly juvenile type of fragrance. You also have a little bit of orange in here, which is very dominant as soon as you smell it, mixed with that watermelon, and there's a little peach in here, I believe. And then of course you have coconut in here, which is one of my favorite notes to wear in the summertime. I actually may do a coconut video. Let me know if you guys want to see that because that I can go on about coconut fragrances for days. But to me, this one really does capture summer in a bottle. This one almost kind of is along the vibes of Liam Patrice #3, but a less tart version and a less predictable watermelon. This can easily be a date night fragrance, which my husband and I do want to see a few movies that are coming out. So I would probably wear this one and 1 or 2 other ones that I'm going to have on this tray. But yeah, this is going to be one that I'll wear out and about when it's super, super hot outside. So once again, this is Abiyedh Coral from Lattafa. Next, we'll be adding a full-size bottle of a travel size that I just finished like last week or so. This is one from Ariana Grande, and this is Pink Woods Love Notes, and I love this bottle. Usually her bottles are, you know, a little juvenile looking, which I don't mind because I really do enjoy her fragrances. But this one looks very sophisticated, very classy, a little bit more chic. I love that. This smells completely different than the other fragrances, at least in my opinion. You still are getting a sweetness in here, but this is more so about the woodsiness from that cashmere wood, I think. And then it gets a little sweeter because there's like this cotton candy note in there. And I just love the unpredictable mix of those two notes combined. And it's like another easy reach. It's not overly woody, it's not overly sweet. It's just a really nice blend. Oh, it says that there's jasmine in here, which I don't detect at all, at least on my skin I don't. And it says you have a little tonka. I didn't even know that the notes were right here on the bottle, but that's really helpful. But yeah, I think she did a really good job with this one. I don't know what the other love notes smell like, but I really do enjoy Pink Wood so far. If you're sensitive to smells, I would maybe give this one a shot. And I'm thinking about starting a new thing where at the end of the month, I let you guys know what my top fragrances were that I wore on my perfume tray. Also, let me know if you're interested in that. But I have a feeling if I do that video, this is going to be one of the fragrances that would make that list because it's just so easy and sweet and a little unpredictable to wear in the summertime. So once again, this is Pink Woods Love Notes from Ariana Grande. These next two are both from Julianna's Perfumes. And this first one is called Inner Beauty Rosé. And this is their version of Delina La Rosé, which is the aquatic take on all of the Delinas. So if Delina, that Turkish rose in there, is just too tart for you, you can't deal with that lychee, I would definitely give the Rosé version a try because it's just the more aquatic take. And they did a really good job with this version because it smells like so similar. And I actually, usually I would put Delina La Rosé on my tray right now, but I'm like halfway done with that. And I really want to just, you know, that fragrance is very expensive. So I want to kind of stretch it as much as I can. So I knew that I was going to have that fragrance on my body somehow, some way, whether it was this or that. And so I chose to switch it up and put this one on the tray this month. If you love that fragrance, I would definitely give this a try. It smells so good and it will not disappoint. So once again, this is Inner Beauty Rosé. And the next Julianna perfume that I'll be adding to the tray, I think I've talked about this one on my channel before, and this is her Narcotic Mango. And this is their version of a hybrid between her Narcotic or Narcotica, I'm not sure who it's by, and Mango Skin, which, you know, everybody loves Mango Skin. So think, if you're familiar with Mango Skin, think that same DNA, right? But just add a little lychee and a little peach. So you're still getting that mango, you're still getting that pink icing. It's just got a little extra fruity zestiness to it. Y'all, this one is so good. Oh my God. This one, I have their version of Mango Skin as well, but just the added lychee, because I love lychee and a little lemon. Oh my goodness, y'all. This one is so good. If you're looking for a good mango fragrance, I would really give this one a shot. I think this would be another really good hot summer night date night fragrance, or maybe, you know, going to brunch with your girls, anything like that, just outdoors. Don't just wear this in the house. I think this definitely deserves some, you know, outside attention. But yeah, cannot wait to wear this one. And I'm really happy that I can tolerate it. Most of the juicy, fruity fragrances and like coconut fragrances, I can tolerate, which is perfect for summer. So this is definitely up my alley. And I'll put some information in the description box for you guys because just like everybody else is having a sale, Julianna's Perfume is having an amazing sale for the 4th of July. It's like their second to biggest sale of the year. So if you guys have ever been curious to check any of their fragrances out, like this mango, y'all, this will be the time to do it. Their fragrances are already very affordable, but they're going to be even more affordable. So why not? Next, I'll be adding one that, oh, you guys, I always forget that I have this fragrance. And then when I see it in my perfume cabinet, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that one. It's just so fun and girly. This is one from Versace, and this is Dylan Purple. You guys, this just smells like a fruity shampoo. Like, remember those shampoos that were just, they smelled like grape juice or peaches or something like that. Oh, and they were just overly, slightly obnoxiously sweet. It's not obnoxiously sweet. It just smells like one of those fruity, just girly, ultra girly shampoos that you would smell maybe in school. Like when somebody would walk by, you would smell their hair. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It smells like, to me, there's some type of raspberry or berry note in here, but I think there's just like bitter orange in here, and you have, I think, a little pear, but I really don't get a whole lot of pear in here. I just get juicy, fruity, almost like a clean scent, and I think it's going to be so fun in the hot season. And I really haven't dived deep into this fragrance the last couple hot summers because I've been so focused on so many other fragrances, but I really do want to give this one a little attention this month. So once again, this is Dylan Purple from Versace, and I'm just going to wear this one casually as well. I wait to pull this next one out every single summer. Ever since I got it, I tuck it away when it's not summer anymore because I really just associate it with the summertime. But I really enjoyed this one, you guys. And this, I don't know which way I should share it with you. I'll just turn it both ways. But this is one from Lancome, and this is Idôle Aura. You guys, I love this fragrance. I love this. If you love a fragrance that has a touch of saltiness in it, oh my goodness, you guys, mixed with, I think, some type of vanilla, like bourbon vanilla. You still have that classic rose in here, but I think the salt and that vanilla is a little bit more dominant than the rose in here. And this is the other fragrance that I was saying was a date night fragrance for me. I cannot wait to wear this one on a date. It's just so fun that there's salt in here twice. It's like in the top, it's in the base. I feel like this is my favorite Idôle of all of them. And I think mostly because I know this is an Idôle, flanker, I can get that DNA in here. But if I smell this and I didn't know it was a flanker, you just had me smell this on a strip, I wouldn't think that it was any type of flanker to that. It's just its own really beautiful summer take on a fragrance. So love pulling this one out, and I really want to put a bigger dent in this one. And this is probably going to be another one that will be in my top fragrances of the month, is at least what I'm thinking right now. But yeah, I absolutely love this. Get in the comments if you love Aura from Idôle. Surprisingly gourmand fragrances, super fruity candy-like fragrances. They all smell really good to me right now. So I was so excited when I smelled this next one. It didn't make me nauseous. This is one from Aroma Concepts, and this is Batique Watermelon. So I have my like grown and sexy mature watermelon from Lattafa, but this is the one that literally smells like watermelon Jolly Rancher candy, you guys. It smells so fun, a little obnoxiously sweet. So if you don't really want to put something on that smells like literal candy in the summer, this might not be for you. I remember when this first came out, people were saying that it was like a grown take on a watermelon fragrance. And then when I smelled it, I was like, everybody picks up something different, but this smells like straight up watermelon candy to me. I don't think that there's anything grown and sexy about this, but you can make anything grown and sexy. This just really just smells like some candy. This is watermelon. This is strawberries. It's fruity. It's just sweet and just a good time. I wouldn't overly spray this one because it would probably choke you out a little bit because it is so sweet and it does pack a punch. As it sits on your skin, yeah, you get the watermelon, you get those other juicier notes, but that praline really does start to come out more. And I think it's just so fun and juicy. So this is just going to be probably one I wear just hanging out with my son, going to the park, going to the pool. This will be a fun one to wear. So once again, this is Batique Watermelon from Aroma Concepts. Another one that I love pulling out for the spring and the summer. Even though I didn't get that much use of it this spring, I knew if I could tolerate it, I will be pulling it out in the summertime. And this is Pistachio Gelato from Kayali, you guys. And this is the big bottle. I think I told you guys before, I had to force myself to put this down when I got it because, oh, it's just an unexpected treat. That pistachio, the cotton candy, the ice cream. Oh my goodness, the marshmallow and mixed with like a little rum. You guys, this is so freaking good. And I have probably like 2 or 3 fingers of this one at this point. I always come back to this one. It's something special about the original DNA. Don't get me wrong, the other ones are really good too, but it's something about this one that I love. And I know that once I finish this bottle, I'm gonna get another one because I just have to have it in my collection. It's just so fluffy, and when I'm craving something sweet, not as sweet as like Batique Watermelon, but just like, a little bit more comforting, this is going to be the one that I'm going to be pulling for. It just smells delicious. It's fluffy. And even though there's been a lot of pistachio fragrances that have come out, this is still my favorite. It's still #1 for me. So couldn't wait to put this one on the tray. Once again, this is Kayali's Yum Pistachio Gelato. And the last fragrance that I'll be adding to my July perfume tray is another oldie but goodie. And this is one from Parfums de Marly, and this is Cassili. So Cassili to me is one that kind of plays tricks on you because I just knew that there was going to be some type of tangerine or peach in here, something along those lines, but instead there's like plum, and I think you have some mimosa in here, and it's no tangerines, it's no peaches and cream, it's nothing like that, but it smells like there's some type of creamy peachy tanginess in here mixed with a little bubbly from the mimosa. Think of like an orange creamsicle but in a grown type of way. That is what this one is giving, and I just really do like it. And I don't wear this one enough at all. It just sits in my collection, and every summer I look at it like, ooh, I can't wait to reach for that one, and then I never do. I don't know why. I also may start a new thing where at the end of the month I might get rid of one fragrance on each tray. That might be very hardcore right now because it's easy for me to get rid of fragrances right now because I can't tolerate much, but I don't know. What do you guys think about that concept? I think that would be fun, especially because I need to get my collection down. I have over 400 fragrances at this point, so I could, let one go every month and it wouldn't even make a dent in my collection. Not to say that this is one that I would get rid of. I'm just saying that it would help me kind of, dwindle down my collection to my actual loves. But once again, this is Cassili from Parfums de Marly. If you love a creamy, like tangerine mangoes and like vanilla type of fragrance, I think you should check it out. She's really pretty. All right, you guys, and that is it. Those are all the fragrances that made it to this month's perfume tray. Comment down below and let me know what are some summer fragrances you guys love pulling out when it starts to get really hot out. If there are some new ones that have come out since I haven't been doing videos, leave it down below and let me know if there's something I should maybe sample, because I am kind of curious to start sampling a few more fragrances here and there. If you guys did like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Share it with a friend or two. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And as usual, take care of yourself. God bless you all. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.